Welcome to Nishad Physics class. Today lecture for class 10th, chapter Current Electricity, topics EMF and resistance, sequence 0 2. First, we are going to discuss about EMF, electromotive force, and also known as potential difference or voltage. In previous lecture, we learned about definition of electric current, and that is rate of flow of electrons. Now here my question is, how electrons move? What is the cause behind it? Because unless the force is not applied, even football or any ball, billiard ball, they can't move. Then some force is required for the movement of a ball, then balls can move. In the same way, for the movement of electrons, certain force is required, and that force is known as electromotive force. That force is known as electromotive force. For the movement of electrons, force required is known as electromotive force, and this force is possible due to potential difference. This force is possible due to potential difference. Potential difference is generated by electric cell. Do you know construction of electric cell? Here I am just giving a brief idea of dry cell you are using every day in your house in the various things, various electric and electronic devices. Just you can here think about the cell. Just to think, this body consists of zinc, and here a copper cap, and this black portion is here known as graphite rod. At your level, it is not essential to discuss detail of the dry cell, but this zinc behaves as a negative terminal, and this copper cap behaves as a positive terminal. Now, you can show a single cell like this. Here, positive and negative. Do you know battery? Many cells in combination make a battery. More than one cell is known as battery. So here, two cells are used, known as battery of two cells. This battery creates a potential difference, and this potential difference push electron to move in the electrical network, and so this is known as EMF. In fact, for the EMF you can't use SI unit Newton. No doubt it is used because it pushes electrons, so known as electromotive force, but basically SI unit of EMF, voltage or potential difference is only one, and that is volt. Very clear? Electromotive force, voltage or potential difference is the same thing more or less, and its SI unit is volt. Now, here we are discussing how electrons move in a circuit. Suppose that here a bulb two cells here, so a battery, and see this here. 1 minute. This is battery, and 1 minute please. Here this is key, or you also call it switch. This is bulb. What you see here, that no cell is used, although electrons, free electrons are present in the connecting copper, aluminum wire, but they are not capable to move, because electrons need present in the conductor, in the connecting wire, a force to move, a potential difference to move. So here no electric current, no electric current, no electric current in the circuit. No electric current in the circuit. Now, bring a change in the circuit. Just bring a change in the circuit. Again, this is bulb, and here a cell is used, or single cell is used, suppose that, and this is switch. Here switch, and here this point shows that switch is on here. Now this is positive and this is negative. Now EMF, electromotive force, is present. Positive, just to imagine mountain at the positive potential. Negative, that is the sea level. It is negative. So, just like a declivity of the land, just like a height, a potential difference is created between positive and negative. So, due to this positive potential difference, here electrons are forced. This is electrons. These electrons move like this. This electron moves like this direction. Like this. So, because this is negative terminal and electrons are negative in nature, then electrons present in the connecting wire is forced by this negative terminal, and so electrons move there. So a current is, electric current is set up in the connecting wire due to flow of electrons, and that flow of electron, moment of electron, is possible due to the potential difference. Now one thing here, electron flows from the negative to the positive, known as electronic current. Electronic current. Electronic current flows from negative to positive of the electronic current flows from the negative to the positive of the terminals of cell. terminals of cell. But you know that direction of current is shown from the positive to negative. Like this. Here, same bulb here, cell positive negative, circuit is complete, switch is on here, and this is S and this is the cell positive and negative. Then direction of current is from the positive to negative. This is known as conventional current. Conventional current. Conventional current. Conventional current. Conventional current. It flows from positive to negative terminals of cell. They are not two different type of current. Actually, flow of electrons from the negative of positive, but it is our convention. We have assumed from since time immemorial that current direction is positive to negative, so it is a kind of convention. So now, difference between conventional current and electronic current is very clear to you, and you also know that how electrons move and make a current, and EMF helps in the making a current. Now, I am going to discuss about the electrical resistance. Electrical resistance. Electrical resistance. You know about the friction, and friction is also known as necessary evil. When we move, our push, our pull, a chair, anything, any object, our cars are moving, then a friction develops between tire of the car and road. Push a chair, then friction between table and the floor. So friction between two surfaces of the contact. In the same way, when electrons move, then there is a hindrance in the path of the electron. So electrical resistance is nothing but hindrance in the path of the electron. But which thing creates hindrance in the path of the electron? Try to understand. It is very clear. We talk about the free electrons in a conductor. We know that when electrons come out, suppose that here copper and two electrons come out, then it becomes two electrons come out here, two electrons come out. It becomes Cu++. This is positive ion. Positive ion. Now try to understand my language. That electrons of the copper, electrons in the outermost shell of the atom of copper, aluminum, iron, whatsoever, due to the thermal excitation, due to heat, they leave orbit, and they are found in the gap of the lattice of the metal. They move when EMF is applied, shell is applied, but they collide with their own positive ions. Positive ions created by them. So there is a hindrance in the path of the electron by its own positive ion is known as electrical resistance. I am very simple. Suppose that you have there is a gathering and everyone have bag. There is a gathering of 100 people and everyone in a line. Suppose that they are moving and they have bag on shoulder. But due to some stampede, everyone want to run fast. What they do? Bag set down on the ground and they are moving. You are electron, your bag is positive ion. Then what happens? You collide again and again by your own bag. That is positive ion. And so your speed slows down. And this is a resemblance showing that how the hindrance produced in the path of electron by positive ions. It is very clear. This is resistance. And resistance is due to the resistance 40%, 50% electrical energy is lost in the transmission of the wire. But it can be minimized, but completely can't be finished. It will present. We will learn about current, potential difference and resistance and EMF. Now here just I am comparing with some phenomenon in our life, and you also read in the book, that is, suppose that hydro cycle. You know very well. I am comparing this all phenomenon with hydro cycle. We know that, suppose that here hill, suppose that this hill, and here just to consider here ocean, and this is mountain peak. Consider mountain peak, compare mountain peak at the positive of the cell as the positive of the cell, and ocean as the negative of the cell. And this difference is difference of height between mountain peak and ocean, that is H, just is resemble voltage, our potential difference, voltage, or potential difference. Potential difference. Now from the, due to this mountain peak and ocean, difference of height, water here, suppose that water is here, river, and water flows here like water. Water flows due to the difference of the height here. Water flows. You know that in the way big boulders come, here a big boulder. This is a stone boulder, rocks. What happens? Water doesn't stop, but a hindrance is created by this rock. And water like this, and again another maybe boulder, another rock, then here again, and finally water go to the ocean. This flow is electric current. Flow of water is electric current. these bold rocks are nothing but resistance in the path of the water. Then after that what happens? What is EMF? Electromotive force. It is just like evaporation. Evaporation. So again, vapor and clouds are formed. Vapors and clouds are formed, and again that form of the rain fall down and again flow of water. So we can say that here resistance, current, resistance, electric current, potential, and second one is the EMF. In day-to-day life, in the hydro cycle, we compare resistance with the rocks. In the path of the rocks in the path of the water. ठीक है? I as a water, V as a height difference, and EMF is but evaporation. The sun is responsible for the evaporation. In the same way, cell is responsible for the EMF. So, this you can understand very easily that how current flows from high to the lower potential. Okay, now end of the lecture today, and next term I will discuss about the Ohm's law. Thank you very much. It is my request that if you subscribe and like, then I will become happy and I will upload more and more videos for you. Okay, your comments always welcome. Thank you very much.